into the Diaspora show here on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. Happy Friday. It's Flex Friday. Yes, Flex Friday here on the Diaspora show on May 29th, 2026. Thank you guys for being so patient. I know that was a longer intro than we're used to having. If you're not used to the show, this is how it goes. First, I give you guys the Diaspora news. That's top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else that the African diaspora is centered. And that's you that's listening. You. Then I give you guys the words of wisdom through the African proverb of the day. No, the African proverb of the day. Looking at these words of wisdom can either be a life lesson or an affirmation. Then I am a DJ, and not only that, I'm the baddest Afro DJ in the game, so I get busy on these ones and twos. Giving you the best beats, the best vibes, the best melodies, huh? And today is Flex Friday, so I'll be flexing everything. Afrobeat, dance hall, I'm a piano, I'm a pangale, urban tone, it doesn't matter. I do it all, huh? Without further ado, let's go ahead and stop wasting time. Let's get into the Diaspora news. Come on! Live from 879 Studios in Omaha, Nebraska, this is the Diaspora news with your anchor, DJ Kadero! Yeah, that's me! Let's go! What up? Talk to me. She's your queen to be. A vision of perfection. What's going on, you guys, huh? Happy Friday. So if you want to chat, share your perspectives on anything that's going on this show and any of our other programs that run throughout the entire week, hit the chat. There is a group chat tab, fourth tab from the left at the bottom of the app screen. Create a username and password for yourself. It will ask for you to do so if you haven't already. The username can be anything that you want, Password keep, and that way you can go ahead and share your perspectives. Huh? How about it? Let's go ahead and see if anybody greets us in the chat. DJ Mr. Soul, he's got Jon Snow. Yes, the man that knows nothing. What's going on? DJ Mr. Soul. Alita greets us in the chat. She says, what up, Kadero? What's going on, Lita? Fupa says, good morning. Good morning, Fupa. What's up? All right, let's stop wasting time and let's get into the Diaspora news. First off, we start in East Africa and we go to Kenya, where a high court has told the United States, stop what you're doing. Stop right there. Let's go ahead. All right, so a major legal hurdle has just halted a highly debated public health initiative. A Kenyan high court has temporarily suspended an agreement that would have allowed the United States to open a 50-bed Ebola quarantine facility inside the East African country of Kenya. U.S. officials had pushed to use the center to treat Americans exposed on the African continent to the current Ebola virus outbreak, and not having them return back to the United States. No. Seek treatment in Kenya specifically, a country where the outbreak has not even reached. For more on this, we go on the ground to our journalist and our Diaspora News affiliate, KBC in Kenya. What up, KBC?
Hello, welcome back. You're watching Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1. And now the High Court has suspended the establishment of an Ebola quarantine facility in Kenya by the United States pending the hearing of an application filed by Katiba Institute. In the ruling issued on Friday morning, Lady Justice Patricia Nyaundi also barred the transfer of persons exposed to Ebola into the country. The developments come as Principal Secretaries Dr. Auma Oluga of Medical Services and Mary Mudhoni of Public Health on Thursday gave the move a thumbs up, saying the initiative confirms the confidence other countries have in Kenya's health system.
The emergency ruling follows a petition filed by governance watchdog Katiba Institute seeking to halt any arrangements involving the United States or any other foreign government or agency on the establishment of any Ebola-related quarantine facility in Kenya. Katiba Institute moved to court Thursday evening under certificate of urgency, arguing that the move poses a constitutional threat. The High Court has not only blocked the establishment and operationalization of the facility, reportedly planned for Laikipia County, but has also barred the transfer of persons exposed to Ebola into the country, pending an inter-parties full hearing. The proposals initially sparked sharp public, national, and even international debate, with fears rising over the spread of the Bundibujo Ebola strain in the country. The Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union, in a statement, criticized the move, demanding transparency on the agreement between Kenya and the U.S. government. On Thursday, Medical Services Principal Secretary Dr. Omaha termed the initiative as part of medical tourism and one that confirms the confidence other countries have in Kenya's health system.
Kenya has been at the forefront of international response. In 2015, the country that was relied upon by the world to send 157 experts to help Sierra Leone contain and tackle Ebola from 2014 all the way to 2016.
The court will give further directions on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. Kamche Menza for Lunchtime News.
Once again, if you're just joining in, I'm DJ Kadero, your anchor here on the Diaspora News. That's on the Diaspora Show, exclusively on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. We're getting into our first story, and it deals with Kenya telling the United States, stop right there. Again, the reports had came out this week that the U.S. administration was looking to open Ebola treatment facilities in Kenya, where the Ebola outbreak has not even reached. But a Kenyan high court yesterday stopped and blocked the facility from even being launched. U.S. officials had pushed to use the center to treat Americans exposed to the current virus. However, following the swift public backlash, that's right, Kenyans were not having it. They said, nah. How can a virus be so extreme that the United States doesn't want it? Doesn't want their citizens to come back into the country, but yet you want them to be in our country to be treated. No. So yes, public backlash from medical unions and lawsuits from civil rights activists calling the agreement secretive and unconstitutional. A judge has halted the deal pending a formal court hearing. So Kenyan court will halt this opening of the U.S. Ebola quarantine facility in the country. And we'll keep you updated as the situation develops. Again, next week is the first court hearing of this entire case. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that first story. Do you feel that Kenya was right in stopping this facility from being created? Or do you feel that, you know what? Kenyans are just making it a big deal. Let me know what your guys' thoughts. Let's go in the chat and see what the thoughts are inside. Fupa says the singing is hideous. Hey, come on. Huh? Fupa, what's wrong with you? Come on now. Come on. And they say that when I sing, it's almost like, you know, it's the second coming of the Messiah. Fupa also adds, what's going on in Kenya? WTF. And she says, Jesus. Yeah, well, I mean, this Ebola thing is a trip in of itself, but yeah, well, and Fupa, I hear that you might be headed to East Africa, so I don't know, maybe you can give us on-the-ground journalism while you're there, huh? How about it? Let's get into our second story, and it also deals with Ebola, but in the Western Hemisphere of the world. So speaking of Ebola measures, the upcoming FIFA World Cup 2026, which starts on June 11th, has prompted a coordinated health and a border response across the globe. The North American continent, specifically the United States, Canada, and Mexico, have officially aligned their travel and visa entry protocols, meaning that they have announced that they will have Ebola-related travel measures ahead of the World Cup. For more on this, we go to our affiliate on the ground. Let's take a listen.
The United States, Mexico and Canada, the three hosts of next month's World Cup, say they'll align public health measures for people travelling to the tournament from the DR Congo and other African nations affected by the Ebola outbreak. Washington and Ottawa have already imposed entry restrictions on travellers who have visited the Congo, Uganda or South Sudan in recent weeks. Mexico has tightened Ebola screening measures at airports and asked people coming from the DRC to quarantine. The head of the Africa Centers for Disease Control has called the restrictions unacceptable. Speaking to Health Policy Watch, Jean Kaseya warned that the measures will harm the economies of the targeted nations. Kaseya also hit out at countries that have reneged on a pledge to help fund the response to the outbreak. He's vowed to name them if they don't follow through on their promises.
Sheesh. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm DJ Kadero. This is the Diaspora News on the Diaspora Show. I'm your anchor here on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. We're getting into our second story, where the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, that are the host of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, have announced that they have Ebola-related travel measures ahead of the games. Travelers coming from high-risk regions, specifically dealing with the recent outbreak of Ebola in Central and East Africa, will face an enhanced airport screening, and they will mandatorily have to spend 21 days in quarantine before arriving to North American countries of U.S., Mexico, and Canada. Officials from all three countries emphasize that this alignment is meant to safeguard locals and millions of incoming tourists during this tournament. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, huh? Do you guys feel that this is okay? Again, those countries, Central and East African countries, will be anybody from the DRC, anybody from Uganda, and South Sudan. Do you know anybody coming in from those countries in the next coming days? Let them know that they'll have to at least be spending 21 days in quarantine before they can even be allowed into Mexico, United States, and Canada. I wonder if this only applies for FIFA and the World Cup games. I wonder if, if they're artists or they're just coming for, let's say, even white collar work. If they would also have to abide by these things. Let me know what your guys' thoughts. Let's go to the chat, see if anybody. All right, Fupa says, I'm literally over the Red Sea right now, landing in 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Live reporting just for you there. Listen. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Fupa, let us know though if coming back, talk with the embassy, the U.S. embassy, and see if you'll also have to, be under quarantine regulations. I'm so curious on that. Safe travels to Fupa as she heads to East Africa. Man, I'm jealous. I'm living vicariously through you. Let's get into some awesome news. Huh? Some light news. News that'll make you feel good. How about that? You guys need to feel good. It's Friday. It's Flex Friday to be specific. All right, so with all the heavy headlines today, we're going to get into some spectacular cultural news, to uplift your spirit. So down in Florida, here in the United States, if you're pretty familiar with the southern states, I guess some people don't consider Florida the South, but nonetheless, for our international listeners and our viewers on the YouTube, Florida is a state in the southern part of the United States, and they'll be hosting a reggae and dance hall festival. That's right. Icons from the reggae and dance hall music genres are coming to South Florida, specifically the Miramar Cultural Center. Oh, hold on. I'm not even doing this justice. Come on, we need to get good vibes. There we go. There we go. All right. This weekend, Saturday, May 30th to be specific, in Miramar, Florida. That's right a little north of Miami, huh? Trail 5 in my yayo. Let me know if Miramar is still Dade County. But the Miramar Cultural Center is hosting the massive Journey to Kingston Reggae Festival this weekend. That's right. It's a Journey to Kingston one-day festival featuring Spraga Benz. Featuring Agent Sasko. And also featuring our guy, our legend, our icon, Wayne Wonder. It's a full celebration of the roots and the rhythms of reggae and dance hall. I mean, come on, guys. Spraga Benz, Agent Sasko, and Wayne Wonder. Huh? The saddest day of my life is when she left me with a broken heart. I was feeling the pain, the pain, the pain. Guys, an unforgettable night of Caribbean culture. So if you're in the Sunshine State, or some say the Gunshine State, huh? If you know, you know. Come on now. If you're in Florida, grab your tickets now and go and represent and let us know exactly how the festival is. I can only imagine all the food vendors and the jewelry vendors, huh? You can get all your reggae pieces, all your Pan-African pieces, and man, just to eat good Caribbean food, oxtails, of course, jerk chicken. Let me know, what's your guys' favorite Caribbean dishes? Me, I like oxtail, I like jerk chicken, but my favorite that I feel goes underappreciated. Are you guys ready? Saltfish and ackee. Oh my goodness. Let me know if you're from the Caribbean, what exactly is the saltfish, huh? Because I know it's not tilapia, and I know definitely it's not salmon. I mean, you guys are right there in the Atlantic or Caribbean Sea, huh? But what is saltfish? Because it's so good. It is so good. And then your guys' patties. I would say that, you know, I'm the proud son of Kenyan parents, and from a proud raising and upbringing from an awesome stepfather from the mighty nation of South Sudan. So I know a little bit about, a lot about sambusa or samosa, depending on your vernacular and where you're from. But Jamaican patties, hey, yeesh. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there, man. Let me know what your guys' favorite Caribbean dishes are. Again, for me, it's saltfish and ackee. Huh? So now, before we step away for a quick music break and to nourish your guys' mind, let me know on what your guys' thoughts are on all three stories, huh? On all three stories. Let's get into the chat and see what the chat is talking about. Maybe they answer my question about your guys' favorite Caribbean dishes. Fupa says, I've already checked. Okay, good. In response to my question about if she's going to have to quarantine on their way back. I'm going to France afterwards, okay, and staying there longer. So not flying back from Africa directly. I won't have to quarantine. Fupa says, what is saltfish? You know what? Before we go to a music break, let me find out. Let me find out exactly. I just know what it tastes like. Saltfish is delicious times 3. Now I know what DJ Mr. Soul says when he says slow typer. I'm always like, why is he saying that? But yeah, when you're a DJ, you tend to become faster at some things and slower at other things. All right. You know, he says slow typer alert. And I'm always like, what is he talking about? But now I know. All right, so saltfish, huh? Fupa asked, what's saltfish? Saltfish is a fish that's most often codfish, but sometimes haddock fish or pollock fish. It's like a firm white fish that has been heavily salted or dried to preserve. Yeah, so it's cut, gutted, and cleaned, and the fish are covered in a thick layer of salt, often table salt to draw out the moisture. Huh. Look at that, huh? DJ Mr. Soul answers my question about the favorite Caribbean dish. He says favorite dish is boom boom. Bomba Club! before we give you guys an African proverb of the day, let's go ahead and let's get into our music break. It's just one song. Go ahead and spark up a spliff. Yes, spark it up, black up. Go ahead and get yourself comfortable. We'll come back and we'll have words of wisdom, maybe an affirmation, maybe a life lesson. I'm DJ Kadero. This is the Diaspora Show. It's Flex Friday. It's May 29th, 2026. DJ Mr. Soul's favorite Caribbean dish is the Boom Boom Bomba Club.